Failure for a committee to do its work is an indictment on the House. One on the committee and on the House. When somebody fails, you've all failed, and we have all failed. Out of 107 entities audited by the Auditor General, the committee has only considered 4 entities. And I don't want to say shame on us, the House, but shame on you, Cosase. It is you people who have failed. We have invested a lot of money on the committee. You get money from all the committees. I mean, like any other committee. We have put money in that committee, but we have not got results. Article 1635 of the Constitution grants this House 6 months to consider and pronounce itself on the report. The 6 months have passed. The report is not ready. The reports are not ready. Even if we gave you another additional 1 year, you may not be able to finish. You may not be able to finish that. And based on that, we are going to adopt all the reports that are pending under Cosase, because the committee that is headed by a leader of opposition has failed to produce what we expect of them. But we need to help this country, because we need to take actions taken on what the auditors found out during their course of work. I want to ask honorable members, while we do all this work, let's not just play to the gallery. Let's do work. Even the Bible says we shall know you by your deeds. And we want to know you by your deeds. How many reports have you presented? What have you done? What are the motions that you've passed? And rules 216 of the rules of procedure are very particular on the documents that are in committees. And these documents that are in committees are a property of Parliament. Nobody is obliged to give out information that is not yet passed by Parliament. I am warning the chairpersons and the clerks for the act that they practice in giving out information. That is a total breach. We will not tolerate that as Parliament. Do what you're supposed to do and leave what you're not supposed to do. Honorable members, based on that, we are going to adopt all the reports and hand it over to Finance for a treasury memorandum. As people's representatives,
matters we are discussed in the House when those particular chairpersons are there. That's why I was interested if the chairperson of Cosase was here. Because one time I saw him on the television complaining that he has a lot to talk in Parliament, but he's not given time. Why does he have time to go on social media and we have the House of Legislation here?
Told us about one of the accountability committees, that is Cosase, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, when you compare the tone that is spoken during the meetings in the accountability committees and the report is lukewarm, the tone is very strong.
Power, the party in power, that's what you're supposed to do. That's why you're responsible for accountability committees. Now, if you're not checking this side, then what are we doing? And as he has said, value for money audit. We are checking other people, but we don't want to be checked. I am going to ask for an audit. And Lob, I am going to ask for a value for money audit on your committee.
As a member of Cosase, I lost interest in the committee because I could no longer see value of my time and integrity. I could see whatever is being run in that committee. There are so many underhands. So
Chair,
I felt very...
Alex, are you insinuating that there was corruption in the committee?
Of course.
Do you have evidence to that?
Right, Honorable Speaker.
Do you have evidence to that?
Yeah, the time will come, I will unveil the facts here. I will come and unveil the facts here. Because I'm not talking...
When do we expect, if you don't have evidence now, then you should withdraw that statement? Because to the best,
Honorable. Right,
I am
Honorable.
still communicating. If we don't have evidence to that effect, then you withdraw your statement. Because for me, I don't want to be seen that my chairpersons are corruptible. No. But if there is no evidence to that effect, withdraw it until you have evidence. Then you come and lay on table.
Okay, Madam Speaker, I withdraw because I don't have the evidence right now. I withdraw that statement. But Madam Speaker, I want Madam Speaker this to go...
Can I have order?
Madam Speaker, I
you
want
to
this...
laugh, you go and laugh in the corridor.
Madam Speaker, I want this to go on record that you are members and the chairpersons of this committee, they are vulnerable to corruption like any other person who holds a sensitive office in this country. So we cannot rule out that fact, and we shall look for the evidence. It will be unveiled when time comes. But Madam Speaker, the manner in which business of these committees, the case of Cosase is being conducted, is something that we need to interrogate and resolve. Because the committee...
Are you a member of the committee?
Yes, I'm a member of the committee, Madam.
Honorable members, you know how to resolve issues of the committee. And can we leave that to Lob? Lob, that committee is under you. And there are issues that they are raising. You have it resolved. We don't need to discuss it here.
Let me conclude my point, Madam Speaker. I thank you for your ruling, and I am glad you have ordered for an audit of the performance of the committee, and I'm sure there are many facts that will come out arising from that fact. What I would need is we need to protect and keep the dignity of Parliament. Parliament is not a persecuting organ. We are not here to persecute individuals, but we are here using the parameters of Parliament to protect the law and appropriation of resources and safeguard the country. But we should not come and be high-handed because we are in powerful positions and take advantage of being in such a position. I beg to move.
High time that this Parliament, in its wisdom, checks through who leads the committee, because Parliament performs through Article 90, such that the committees are not appointed by foreigners. You find someone, you are in a committee, they say the chairperson has been imposed on you, even without...
Who are the foreigners, Honorable Kwizera?
I mean, those who appoint committees in Parliament are not members of Parliament.
Government
there is
chief
a sake.
I understand that these committees are headed by the opposition, but they are committees of Parliament. 99% of membership is from the ruling party. And when their work is curtailed, it's an indictment of all. Certainly, leadership is very key, but all of us must work to make sure these committees perform. To ask my brother, the Honorable Alex Luhonda, to be calm. He was the chairperson of a committee in the 10th Parliament, the Committee of Trade. Remember? And it was disbanded. So we need to be courteous sometimes.
It is in my prayer, Mr. Lop, since you are here, that you communicate to your principals that we have people who were very capable, like Honorable Bedi Bganikas, they are here. These people would have been able to handle such dockets. Because as I talk now, Madam Speaker, it might be that in the 4 entities, all the money might have been spent. Now, where does the taxpayers' money carry value? Where does it carry value? At the same time, I pray, Madam Speaker, that such matters we are discussed in the House when those particular chairpersons are there. That's why I was interested if the chairperson of Cosase was here. Because one time he was on, I saw him on the television complaining that he has a lot to talk in Parliament, but he's not given time. Why does he have time to go on social media and we have the House of Legislation here?
We could be having challenges, but not issues of corruption. For example, Right Honourable Speaker, when we're handling one of the institutions, Uganda Airlines, Honorable Hunda and the team are on record to have gone to the media, terming it as a total affair. Yes, saying that this is one of us from Toro, don't touch her. So it cannot be the same Rwanda indicting all the members of Cosase as if there is anything wrong.
Well, you have not done what I expected of you. You've been a little lazy. Out of 100, and me, I'm speaking from facts. I have reports that have been laid on table. Out of 211 reports, I have 107 pending. What are we doing? That is an indictment to the institution of Parliament.